Hey everyone, thanks for returning. This video, or this series of videos I'm going to do, is over a game that I picked up at Gen Con, and I've been kind of going through it, learning the rules and stuff. But this is something I want to kind of break down and do section by section. And so how I'm going to do this is, on the bottom of the screen here, you're going to see what we're covering in this video. And so the game that we're going to be taking a look at is this big box game right here. And I say big box because it's kind of wide, but it's heavy. It's heavy. So it's Folklore, the Afflictioin. And so we're going to take a look at this. So I am going to do a review at the end of all these videos as I go through the rules and the components and character building and yada yada yada. Okay, and so let's take this on the table. Alright, so I'm going to go over the reference cards with you guys. So I'm going to put the reference cards out here and we're going to go through each one as long as we can see it. Back up a little. So there's adventuring. Here it says resting, actions that you can take, perform each once per turn. So this is when you're adventuring. Then map leadership transition, as we went through in another video. Then on the back of it, it tells you how to skirmish. Okay, and then encounters and creatures. So this one would follow right after the adventuring, as we did in the another video that I did. So you have your moving, targeting creatures. Again, this says melee foes, if adjacent to more than one adjacent, use the targeting die. Okay, so this makes sense now, which in the other video, it did not say that in the rule book. And they should have included this section here in the rule book for combat. So then it says range foes, they use the targeting die. Then attack, devastating strike and fault, which is rolling a 1 or a 100, special instructions. On the back, continues. So first strike, devastating strike, 2 one-handed weapons, and all that good stuff. And there's all the status effects. Go back to the encounter creatures card if you guys can see it. But the status effects. So they have blessed, fortune, brave, lucky, ethereal, perceptive, respected, faithful, favored, and swift. Whereas on this other side, then you have your negative status effects. Okay, and so these reference cards are going to be very impertinent to your play. Again, as we look at the targeting characters, see, they should have had that in the rule book because that's where people are first going to go to. And so I'm kind of displeased by that, but it actually changes some of my review. Because I was kind of going to lean towards the negative for that aspect, but the fact they actually included it here improves it some. But this should be in the rule book, and that kind of makes me a little upset that it wasn't. And then town services. And so if we look here, the apothecary and chapel, gypsy caravan, continued inn, market, gypsy caravan. And so as I read these, you can spend 10 coins to get a wooden stake, or you can spend 5 coins to gain a turd. You can spend 5 coins to get a torch, gain a torch item token. And then there's barter. You can draw 1 item once per visit and purchase it if you wish. May sell items for half their cost. And then the inn, you can sleep, gamble, hire militia, or drink. Gypsy caravan, you can either do a fortune roll. The apothecary, you can do vitriol, spirit of wine, expired tunic. And then for the chapel, you have blessed, donation, frankincense, holy water, and purification. And then gypsy caravan here, because this is continued, breath of life, and then evil be gone, cure lycanthropy, or transform status. On the back side of it, the physician, you can either bandage, bring out the dead, cure stitches, treat infections. Stables, you can get a carriage ride. It says hiring a carriage to gain 1+ stride on the world map for 1 chapter only applies to the character purchasing it. So that's kind of silly. Man's best friend, train animal, so you get an animal companion. And then tinkerer, it says armed companion, train a militia companion to attack for 1 damage during your turn. You cannot train the same companion more than once. 15 coins get you a honed weapon, which gains you a +1 damage to your weapon for 1 chapter. 10 does reinforce, so it says you get 2 defense to a shield or armor from the armor item for 1 chapter. It says 10 coins. Repair. You can repair damaged shield or weapon. 20 coins let you buy a shield. And then you can go to Church of the Crossroads and learn abilities or gain prayers, and then Standing Stones allow you to do cleansing. So these are very important to have out, especially since the rules here on the cards are more than what the rule book says. Which normally reference cards only give you a reference to the rules, not more explanation. So, all right, guys, thanks for tuning in. See you next time. Have fun.